Hello, everybody. Welcome. Somebody was asking me just recently about healing inflammatory bowel disease with raw foods and just any disease with raw foods or just changing your diet to eat uh, healthier when you're overcoming an illness. You have to understand when you're overcoming an illness, it's going to be different the way you should eat than when you were just doing it for maintenance. Most people decide to change their diet because they were eating a certain way, they got sick, or it wasn't working for them for one reason or the other. But when you figure it out and you get better from eating a certain way, you want to eat that way always. So I got better from my condition when I stopped eating certain things. Here's the number one important thing to understand when it comes to overcoming an illness. Health doesn't begin with what you add to your diet. It begins with what you eliminate. Eliminate the things that are creating the problem, and guess what is going to go away? The problem. So you have to find out what's causing your problem. And some people might say, well, what if it's not diet causing it? Whatever, something is causing your illness. We were not designed to suffer with physical illness like people are suffering from today. Whether it's diabetes or heart disease or something, there's a connection. Something is creating your issue. Now, thankfully, through knowledge, wisdom, and time, and also science, we know that there are certain things that are going to cause problems more than others. When you go to the store and you buy dairy products from the store, they're so chemically laden and drugged up that it often causes a reaction of inflammation, and that inflammation is one of the leading causes of many diseases or many stages of disease. Look, and if so, let's say you're eating too much of something, too much processed food, too much fat, and you're overweight. Well, chances are going to be that you have some form of diabetes, whether you're pre-diabetes or type 1 diabetes, which is directly diet related. So you have to cut out the things that are making you obese, or you have to cut out the things that are creating inflammation in your body. That's the key to healing. So the great things about the raw food is it's the only way to eat where you've eliminated all the possible things that can create a problem. And it leaves you with the best options. And some people say, well, do I have to go all raw? Or do I have to be all raw vegan? No, you don't. But remember, what you're eating that's not raw is more possibly harmful to your health than what you're adding to your diet from a nutritional standpoint. You're getting the vitamins and so on. So you have to be careful. So if you're eating an all raw diet, but you decide to, okay, I don't want to be all raw, but I'm going to eat some cooked food. Well, if that cooked food is like steamed vegetables, and in some cases I'm a vegan, but I don't recommend it. But even if somebody wants to eat fish or chicken or eggs and stuff, what you're eating, how known is what you're eating considered to be a cause of disease? And you want to eat the foods that are the least amount of cause. So, for example, we know processed food is absolutely out, no good. The more processed a food is, the worse it is. So if you're going to eat or decide to eat mostly raw food, or basically a good amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet, and you decide to add some non-animal or even some cooked foods to your diet, well, make sure they're not coming in a bag, box, container, or can. You know, I get it, okay, if you want to have some rice and beans, it might come in a bag and a can. Even that is not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the truly processed food, where the frozen dinners and the stuff with the ingredients on the wrapper that has so many things in it. You know, rice, it's not the ideal, but if you get a good rice, and even though it comes in a plastic bag, it says in the ingredients rice. Some rice say enriched with a vitamin. But it's not like there's 17 ingredients, you don't know what half of them are, you can't even pronounce half of them. That's super processed food. So no matter how good raw food you're eating, fruits and vegetables, if you're eating that garbage, chances are you're going to be susceptible to the same diseases, the same illnesses. Eliminate the processed food. Now, we do know that the animals that are out there that people are eating, store-bought animals, are tremendously filled with chemicals and antibiotics and all this other garbage, and there's a direct connection between eating animal meat and getting cancer. So that's something to be careful about. Now, somebody that wants to be on a vegan diet, we can say, well, what about vegan? If you're not eating organic, then you're eating a lot of chemicals. I know some people say, well, I don't believe in all those chemicals and everything else. Well, there's enough information now to show us that eating unorganic fruits and vegetables can cause cancer amongst other illnesses as well. So we need to eliminate the things if we want to eliminate the problem, especially if we're healing from something. If you're trying to heal from obesity or cancer, you need organic fruits and vegetables. You not need to be near store-bought meat, and you definitely shouldn't be doing store-bought dairy. But if you're just doing this to experiment to see what's working and you haven't had a disease yet, my answer is try to avoid the things that are known to cause an illness, but you can get away with a little bit more. There's more room to play around with it. But, it amazes me that, I see some people. I know one guy who just, he just got out of the hospital and he's going back to the same way of eating that he ate before he was in the hospital. And I remember one time a guy told me he had open heart surgery, and the first thing they gave him after the surgery was pork. It's just unbelievable. And people don't want to listen to their bodies and information. They just want to listen to the doctors and what the doctors will tell them. They really want to hear what they want to hear. So if a doctor tells them, oh, you can eat whatever you want, people say, oh, cool. But if somebody tells, well, that might not be good, just at least look into it. They're like, ah. If they really wanted to do it, they would do it. But they really don't want to do it, so that's why they don't look into it. So remember, health doesn't begin when you add to your diet. It begins with what you eliminate. It begins what you eliminate. So that's just a reminder I wanted to make for this video. I've been doing a raw vegan diet for a long time. Eliminated the processed crap and feel amazing. Feel amazing. If you have comments or questions below, post them. Thank you. Have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.